Hello world, it is Tuesday, September 1st. Yes, September 1st, 2020. The summer has flown. It is a beautiful blue sky, sunny day here in Defiance. Humidity's up, so feels a little moist. I had to close the windows this morning, and I think I'm going to turn the air conditioning back on just because of the humidity. But there's a chance of rain this afternoon, so it is something that we do need. Let's hope we get some. Today's devotion is Let God's People Go, written by Vicki Kemper. And Vicki bases her devotion upon Exodus chapter 6, verses 9 through 11, reading from the New Revised Standard Version. Moses told this to the Israelites, that they would not listen to Moses because of their broken spirit and their cruel slavery. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, "Go and tell Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to let the Israelites go out of the land." Vicki writes, "Through Moses, God whispers sweet nothings in her beloved people's ears, promising them deliverance, promising them freedom, promising them belonging. Tell them, the Lord commands Moses. Tell them I will make them my people, and I will be their God." Moses tells them, but the people are having none of it. Their spirits are too crushed to hope, their hearts too broken to trust. They have been enslaved so long they don't know what freedom is. Notice what happens next. God does not double down. God does not berate the people for their disbelief. Instead, the Holy One shifts divine focus to the injustice that has wrung the life out of an entire people. "Tell Pharaoh to let my people go," God says. Through Jesus and the church, God is still whispering sweet nothings of healing and wholeness, spirit power and beloved community, justice and peace. Tell them, God says. But a people burdened by oppression may have a hard time hoping. People told they don't belong may have moved on. People treated as less than may have a hard time trusting. When met with disbelief, let's shift our focus away from the dwindling attendance to the political and economic systems that menace the poor, crush queer spirits, suppress people of color, and write off entire categories of God's children. Let God's people go. Let God's people live. And the prayer. God, who makes a way out of no way, give us the courage to speak truth to power. On this devotional, I see lots of different things, as I usually do with the devotionals, but one thing in particular that strikes me is, in a way, this devotion is speaking to the church and how over the years our numbers have been in decline. And sometimes we get so caught up in that decline and in the past and in lamenting about what's lost. We forget about what we can do and what we're called to do. And I think that devotion points that out, that a lot of people are I don't want to say disturbed isn't quite the right word, but upset and concerned about what's going on in the church. But that attention, paying attention to that, is drawing attention away from the role of the church in the world and what we should be doing in the world. And maybe what we really need to do is, rather than sitting and lamenting, going out and doing something, getting involved, trying to make a difference in this world. That's really what we as a church community should be doing, is marshaling all of our efforts and our diverse gifts together to improve the situation in our local neighborhood, in our state, in our nation, in the world, and looking at what little things we can do to help do the work of dismantling systems of injustice that are just crushing other people. So that's one take from this devotion. Reread it again if you can. It's on the UCC website. You can also sign up for these daily devotionals to be sent to your email every day at the UCC website, ucc.org. But reread it. Think about it. Pray about it. Think about what you can do, how you can change your focus away from what you may think you have lost to what you may think you can do and what God is calling you to do. Thanks for listening, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.